Hello, hello, Facebook family. 7 p.m. May 1st, 2024. Elevate. It's good to see you guys. Hopefully, you guys had a great day. I got a special announcement. We have Shar in the building. Shar is in the building. She's not making a zillion or gazillion cupcakes. She is actually next to us, and it's nice to have her here. She does look tired, but she is here. So, always looking for talent. That's what we're recruiting on Elevate Facebook Live for some talent. We need some more talent for her business. We're looking for some people. So if you know anybody that can work the truck, right? That's what you need most. Mm-hmm. Somebody can work the truck and has a great attitude, a strong work ethic. Send them our way. So anyway, welcome. Elevate episode 134, the 5 non-negotiables. That's what we're going to be talking about today, the 5 non-negotiables. And it's about relationships and marriage. So I hope everybody's doing well. Don't have a lot to go over, but we have enough that it's going to go by pretty fast. I always say this is the fastest 30 minutes in social media. Let me get to the comments and see who we got so far. My parents are on. It's good to see them on. Please, if you're on, please put your name, and you can put your city, or you can just put whatever comment, having a great day or not so great day, or but let us know who you are, because we just see numbers. We don't see names on these broadcasts. So very excited about today's broadcast because I actually saw this, what I'm going to share today, I guess about a couple months ago, and I've been saving it for Mother's Day and Char's birthday. Her birthday is May 12th. Did I get it wrong? May 11th. There you go. Listen, America, I just got her birthday wrong. It's May 11th. And she didn't tell me. I thought about it.
I didn't tell you.
No, I'm saying you didn't correct me.
Oh, because it's embarrassing.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I apologize. So anyway, it's May 11th. Help me out, America. Help me out. So Chardell put his Taurus season. Mother Brenda's on.
My husband forgets my birthday season.
She said it's my husband forgets my birthday season. May 11th. Mother Brenda said, "Oh, you're in trouble." I stay in trouble. But anyway, Tamika, it's good to see you on. We wanted to go over some things real quick. What is Elevate? For you guys that come on every week, this can get boring, so just bear with me. What is Elevate? Elevate is a leadership program, consulting business. Basically, Elevate is an acronym: expectations, leadership, ethics, vision, attitude, temperaments, and effectiveness. That's the more baseline sessions that we teach. It's basically 7 letters, but we teach it in 6 sessions. We put ethics and vision together because we believe those two are tied. Tamika said, "You're on your own." Thanks. Ann, good to hear from you, Ann. I didn't know if you were going to be on here or not. It's good to hear from you. So good to see you on. So basically, I always tell people, who are we? So both of us have a lot of leadership experience. Doesn't mean we know everything, but we know enough to get you going, and we can get you going in the right direction and focused on the right things, and we can definitely save you time. One of the things I always tell people, we are doers. We lead people. This is not something we just talk about. And I always tell people, you got the degreed, you got the deputies, and you got the doers. And all 3 of those categories can help you. A degree person is usually a person that has advanced degrees, master's degrees or higher. They never really led a team, but they read a lot about it. They interviewed people, and they got a lot of tokens and little nuggets and stuff that you can take away and use it to be great. And then you got deputies. Deputies were like that first person that was underneath that leader, that second person, that third person that was underneath that leader that helped make that thing happen. They helped reach that goal, and they learned a lot. They saw what it's like from the inside, what it's like to lead to a certain goal or destination. They're great. But no, you got to understand, the best is the doers. The doers are the ones that were in front. They're the one that saw things coming that other people didn't see coming. They're the ones that had the most difficult conversations. They're the one that get attacked when everything goes bad. and they don't hardly get any credit when things go great. So we are doers. I always tell people, what is it that our goal is with this? Our goal is just to influence the world with proven principles in a way that really impacts. That's our goal. That's our goal. And then I always tell people, check out our seminars on YouTube. Get a copy of the ebook. There's an ebook online. If you go to wemustelevate.com, there's an ebook, and it's a lead book on development, leadership, and so you can get to understand. We take some quotes, some powerful quotes, and then we have to provide commentary. So how you guys feeling today? It's 7:05. Ann, you need to be first. How you feeling, Ann? Let's see how Ann is feeling today. If you got to just give us one word, everybody, how you guys are feeling today. And then I got a ton of stuff to go through here. I want to do some shout outs. I want to show this clip, and I want to get you guys' feedback. I think this clip is really good, and I want to get your feedback. So if you're on, please let us know how you're feeling today. I also wanted to let you know we're trying something pretty darn good for 75. Got you. That's good. That's good. So you just threw something out there, and that reminded me. Mother Brenda says she's awesome. So we went to a party. My aunt had a party this weekend, and she had one of those guys that have the picture set up, the stage, and the camera goes around, takes pictures, and they provide this, you put it on social media. Then he had music in the background, but my parents said they're doing good. My dad said he's fantastic because my mom's fantastic. Tamika is swamped. All right. So she's going to be swamped for about a year. Got a lot going on. But they also had, what do you call it, electronic bull? They had a bull where you can get in and you can ride this thing. And I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I saw pictures. My 70-year-old dad, which I never think of him as 70 years old, or my mom. I just don't think of them that way. I guess I think of them like in their 30s because that's when I left home. But Alex, is good to see you. Good to see you, Alex. Alex said he's A1, but he got on that bull. He got on that electronic bull. So more power to him. I wasn't getting on that thing. I hurt walking sometime. I'm not getting ready to get on it, but it was interesting to see him get on it. And of course, my aunt got on it because she's going to do that. So when you said 75, and that's what it made me think about was that bull. So it was great to see. It was probably the closest we got to a family reunion on that side that I've seen probably in the last 20, 25 years. So it was just good to see a family like that. So anyway, also don't forget, we're doing new text strand reminders. So I sent text strands out. If you want to be a part of that, let me know. Most of you guys don't need a reminder, but if you want one, we'll do that. We have a text strand now, and we'll send out a text strand with the links. So if you're telling somebody about us and you're like, hey, how do I get these people in contact with us? Give me their name, number, and you can give me their email, and then I'll send them a text strand automatically where they can just press on the link and automatically get on the broadcast. So see my dad put on there, lots of fun for the party on Saturday. Also subscribe to our youtube.com. I haven't looked at it in a couple of days, but please go to youtube.com/@Curtis Carr Jr. and subscribe to the page so we can get past 6 people. It'll be great to get past 6. We have to do something as far as celebrate when we hit the 50 mark and the 100 mark and the 200 mark and so on. So I wanted to get some shout outs. I wanted to make sure we continue to pray for Karen. Karen is making great progress. I really thank Ann for giving updates on Facebook because you feel like you know what's going on by the updates. You really feel connected when you read those updates, and Ann's very thorough. I also wanted to celebrate a few people in our world that are doing great things. You guys, it's NBA time. It's WNBA time. And one of the greats in the WNBA, Candace Parker, is retiring. Her last team was the Aces, where she won a championship. She's won 3 championships. She's definitely going in the Hall of Fame. She's won MVP in the WNBA for 2 years, 08, 13. She was an All-Star Game MVP in 2013, Olympic gold medal 08, 2012, Rookie of the Year 2008. She actually won the Olympic gold in 2008. She won Rookie of the Year in 2008, and she won a national championship for the WNBA in 2008. I mean, it's just crazy, crazy performance. She was a two-time NCAA champion and is currently an analyst for TNT, NBA TV, and the NCAA tournament. So just a person who exemplifies greatness. She's done. I think she was one of maybe the second person that dunked in a game. She's 6'4". You can look her up. Awesome numbers, but she's retiring. Another person I wanted to shout out to is Caitlin Clark. We've talked about her multiple times. She actually got a shoe deal with Nike, $28 million over 8 years. So that's awesome. She got a shoe deal with Nike. And then this one last person I want to give a shout out to. One last person who's just blowing me away with his charisma, his performance, his production, the way he carries himself. And that's a dude in the NBA called Anthony Edwards. This guy's 6'4", 225, has a 40-something inch vertical. This guy is amazing. Averaged 31, 8, and 6. 31 points a game in the series against Phoenix, 8 rebounds and 6 assists, and they swept them. They swept the Phoenix Suns with the 3 future, well, at least 2 of them are going to be Hall of Famers. So just wanted to give a shout out to Anthony Edwards, and two-time NBA All-Star. This guy's 22 years old. He just came in the league in 2020. He was the first overall pick. Came under the radar. You didn't really hear much about him. First overall pick coming out of University of Georgia, and just an amazing player. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, people make fun of me, but my new favorite team is the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's my new favorite team. I love to see people that are passionate, people that are productive. If you're passionate and you're not productive, I'm just telling you, it don't mean much to me. It really doesn't. I love to see people that are passionate and productive, and he is an epitome of that. This guy here, he's a beast. He's a beast. So if you get a chance, look him up, Anthony Edwards. So what did I miss here? Boom, boom, 1C. So today, broadcast, you guys still there? Shar, you there?
Mm-hmm.
You with me? Somebody put a 1 down if you're with me so we can go into this next session. I got to feel like you're with me because this right here is going to be really good. It's a small clip. It's actually a large clip. I'm just going to show a piece of it. Tamika, thank you. Tamika says she's with me. Please put a 1 down if you're with me. I don't want you guys to miss this clip. Alex is with me. Thank you, Alex. Who else is with me? We need to put some 1s down. Let me know you're with me. Because this clip is simple. I love simple things that leave great impact. My dad and my mom are with me. I love simple things that leave great impact because a lot of times we think things are really difficult and they're not. And it just takes somebody to come through and articulate it in a simple form. And this person has really done this. And Mother Brenda is with us. So basically this clip is probably about a minute, maybe 2 minutes. And it's Russell Wilson. Now, Russell Wilson's a quarterback for now the Steelers. He used to be with the Seattle Seahawks, won a Super Bowl there, went to another Super Bowl, but lost in the last play. But he married a singer named Sierra. I think he has, I don't even know how many kids he has now. I'm going to say he has 3 or 4 kids. But he articulated in a very simple way what his 5 non-negotiables were to getting married, and I thought they were awesome. And just to be transparent, I'm going to tell you guys how I operate, and you guys probably already know this. When I hear things, I take them through the word. I take them through the word to see if it kind of follows principles, right? And this hits all of them, Now, this guy is a Christian, and I know some people are critical of him because he's with Sierra and, all that. I listen for the content, and I look at content, and I look at production. This guy's been a productive player. This guy's a productive human being. He does a lot of great things, and he articulated in a great way. And I just wanted to share that with you. And why are we talking about the 5 non-negotiables in relationship and marriage? Because it's important as a leader to have that side of your life together, right? You have to be independent before you can be interdependent. We talked about it in other segments. So it's very important that we have this down. And this guy has a philosophy that works both ways too. It's not just about how you pick a woman. It can be how a woman decides that that's the man that she wants to say yes to. So this, don't look at it just one way, even though he's speaking from his perspective about what he was looking for. Please look at it the other way as a woman, also trying to decide which man she wants to be with. So my dad said, amen. So at the end of the day, I'm going to play this clip and then we'll come back. I'm going to ask you for your thoughts. I'm going to give you a few thoughts and then we're going to be done. It's the fastest 30 minutes in social media. So I'm going to play this real quick. Wake up my mouse. Let's see here. And it's funny because when I found this, I thought of Shar, because this is exactly what I was looking for when I was in search for Shar. So here we go.
Before we land the plane, Sierra, how you knew she was the one, bro?
Man, I think there's a few things. Number one is, you know, I'm single sitting there and I'm like,
and you winning when you losing.
Yeah.
We sit at 1-5. You better be good. Walk on. I'm good. I got 4 babies walking around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been amazing. You know, I think I never forget. Right before I met CE, I wrote out my 5 non-negotiables. I think in any business deal, right? Like marriage is.
It's a partnership.
You got to realize it's a partnership. It's a business deal. Not to be cold, but it's a partnership. We're going to spend the rest of our lives together. We're going to spend this. We're going to do this together. We're going to do this together. We're going to have these kids together. We're going to raise these children together. Like we're going to make decisions together. Like, so it's a partnership. And so in any partnership, you got to have your non-negotiables. So I started writing those out. I was like, man, I'm going to write my 5 non-negotiables. 5 is the number of grace. So I said, I'm going to write these numbers, this out. And so I said, the first one is number one is I wanted a woman of faith, right? Somebody who was equally yoked and somebody who believed in Jesus and everything else the same way. Number 2 is I wanted a woman who's faithful, not just to me, but also faithful to everything that she's doing, you know, like to her friends, to her job, occupation. A woman who's faithful. Number 3 is I wanted a woman who was independent, had her own identity. Wasn't always Russell's wife or this or that. Like they had their own identity, they had their own dreams. It could be a nurse, it could be to a teacher, it could be to anybody, but obviously see on stage doing a 1-2 step and leveling up and everything else. But it didn't have to be that, but it was just somebody who had their own identity, who wanted to be volunteer work, or whatever it is. Like they wanted to have something they're dedicated to. Number 4 was I wanted a woman that was going to love me the way my mom loved my dad on his deathbed when he was at his lowest. My dad used to always say, son, your mom's going to be able to take care of you. And the 5th thing is I wanted a woman who would tilt the room. When she walks in the room, all the furniture would slide her way. And because of who she is and the woman she is. And so I prayed about that. I remember, you know, me and Judah, we went to church and I prayed about that, wrote it out. I wrote actually on a napkin at dinner as we were sitting there eating a steak dinner. I wrote it out on a napkin and we prayed over it. 3 days later, I meet C. And when I walked in the room and I saw, you know, little future, he's 9 months at the time or whatever, and he crawls in my lap and it was like, you know, this is going to be my responsibility. God, I remember leaving that night and God saying, God saying to me, raising this child is going to be your responsibility. And realizing that, I pray that God, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Say, son, this is for you.
The first night?
Yeah, the first night. It's going to be your responsibility. And
so I wanted to kind of go over that before we go any. Is it still playing on your side? So I wanted to go over a couple things because I didn't want to play the whole clip, but he mentioned 5 things, and I hope you heard him. I thought about, okay, let's play this twice, but I was like, man, it can be boring playing it twice. So I just wanted to play it once and just kind of reiterate what he said. The first thing he said is he wanted a woman of faith. The second thing he says he wanted a woman that was faithful to him, but not just him, but everything she was connected to. I thought that was powerful, whether it be a job or a friend, whatever she's connected to, is she faithful? 3, he said he wants her to have her own identity. Didn't want her to be Russell's wife, wanted her to be dedicated to whatever her dreams are, focused, you know, whatever they are. Number 4, she wanted a woman that was going to love him like his mom loved his dad at his lowest point, which was at his deathbed. which is powerful because you can just see there's all kind of biblical significance all through this stuff. Number 5, he wanted a woman that would tilt the room. And I thought that was the amazing way of putting it because there's several ways you can tilt the room. But he wanted a woman that could tilt the room, someone that came in and they made an instant impact. They were the one that people turned heads. It could be because of they met her, they talked with her. And I think about this because when Shar and I got together, I took her to my grandparents' house. And my Aunt Stephanie was there. My Aunt Michelle was there. And to be honest with you, and I don't know if Char's going to like this or not, America, so I might be getting in trouble again. But anyway, what I would do is I hate driving alone. So I said, Char, you want to come with me? And to me, when I brought Char, it doesn't mean that at that point, I can't even remember I know we were seriously dating because I didn't date unless it was serious. But at the end of the day, I just wanted somebody to ride with me. It wasn't like I was introducing her to the world as the next Mrs. Carr. That wasn't the deal. So at the end of the day, when she came in, one of my aunts was kind of resistant to her, and Char is very aggressive. She is aggressively friendly. Hey, how you doing? She's that person, right? So she went to hug, and then this was 2020. So COVID was out, and she went to hug one of my aunts, and the aunt was like, COVID. And I was, I saw it. I didn't think nothing of it. But what I noticed at the end, after she spent time with my aunts and after she spent time in that environment, at the end, that aunt grabbed Char, and you can tell that she made an impact. So when we talk about tilting the room, that's what we're talking about. So, when you look at a woman of faith, and I'm a Christian, I tell people that all the time. I'm a Christian, but to me, you got to have a faith. There's a whole bunch of successful people that have different faiths. So when he says a woman of faith, a person that's faithful to not only him, but everything they're connected to. Man, that says so much. Because that means that they're not waiting on you to give them direction. They already got a dream. And for those that, for me, my favorite scriptures on this is Proverbs 31:10-31. If you really, this is that section right there. I mean, this is verbatim, pretty much that section right there. Number 3, has her own identity. Number 4, wanted a woman that was going to love him at his lowest point. And number 5, a woman that would tilt the room. So that was what I wanted to share with you guys, because not only is Mother's Day approaching, but it's also Char's birthday. So when on May 11th. So she rolled her eyes. So anyway, at the end of the day, this was more dedicated to this whole idea, man. Because I sat here and I thought about some things. He said it was a business deal. Before I get into that, I want to hear y'all thoughts. Somebody type some stuff in. What did y'all think? Ann said, "Wow, he's 1 in a million." I agree. And I got Ann's thoughts. So y'all give me your thoughts on your takeaway on that little clip. I know it was short. I hope you paid attention to it. You can always go to I Am an Athlete on YouTube. Look up Russell. And then Marshall. Marshall is also the guy that did the interview. So you can look it up and you can play that interview. It's long if you want to play the whole interview, but that one little clip is actually at the 53-minute mark. So just give me your thoughts on that. What did y'all think about Russell Wilson and his thoughts about what he was looking for? And then, Char, what did you think?
I lost focus after you forgot my birthday.
She said, "Oh Lord," she said she lost focus after I forgot her birthday. So hopefully she'll forgive me. She's been forgiving me for 4 years, so I think she's gonna forgive me for this one too. But at the end of the day, I would like to hear your thoughts. I always this is the hardest part, because I know Char and I talk about it. She's like, "Well, you got to ask questions, and you got okay. I'm asking questions, and there's a dead time here, and we got 6 minutes. So if you can give me your thoughts, let me know what you think.
Asking people to
But
shut up, they're non-negotiables.
So at the end of the day, let us know what you think about this. And it's very clear. It's a very clear way of doing things. And, you know, my dad said, loved it, the business deal, verbiage, not so much. You know, it's funny. My dad said that because at the end of the day, you know, I thought that was one of my favorite parts because sometimes you can be so focused on the emotions of it and not thinking about it from a whole total perspective of what you're thinking about, what you're getting into, what you're committing to. So that, you know, we look at that a little different. Mother Brenda says she loved it. So I wanted to remind you guys, it's 7:25. I wanted to remind you guys of there's no broadcast next week because we're going to be celebrating her birthday, which is on May 11th. And and our little slogan. The other thing I wanted to say, the business deal I liked, and then I love the fact that he thought about his stepdad responsibilities. You know, because that kid was 9 months old, and he knew that was going to be his responsibility, and that is, you know, that is huge. And the fact is that kid was going to be with him full time. And as far as them, the Sierra and Russell Wilson, and as a kid of a famous person, so there's always a lot of people talking, a lot of people judging, and all that. So he had to make a decision, and he made that decision. So, but it's 7:26. We're gonna get you guys out of here early. Hopefully, you guys liked our little pre Mother's Day message because we won't be here next week. We will be on the week after, which is what's that? The 15th. I think that's the 15th. I'm gonna look. That is the 15th. So we will not be on the 8th. We will be on the 15th. Please encourage somebody to come on, give us their name and number. We'll put them on the link to the text strand to send them a reminder. So that way they can just tap the link on the screen and it'll take them straight to the broadcast. So there's no confusion. And don't forget, be intentional, focus on growth, and elevate now. You guys have a great one. We're going to get 3 minutes back into your day. You guys have a great one. Thanks a lot.